Hi, my name is Petya and I'm a Certified NLP Coach. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you 11 steps on how to detach permanently. Okay, so this is important for me because I've been where you are right now and it's been quite of a journey. I remember when I ended my last relationship, I was very determined. I was like, you know what? I am going to make sure I do everything possible to detach fast. And so I started doing multiple techniques. So I'm going to share with you what works best. Okay, let's get started. First of all, is a social media detox. Okay, what's that all about? So you might have your Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, yada 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 on the home screen of your phone. I strongly recommend that you move those either to the last page of your phone or even better in a folder where you cannot see them directly, so it's on the next page or the last page. And what this does is it creates friction, so you're not tempted to immediately take your phone, click, and boom, there you are. And you're looking at your ex's photos or that guy you've been obsessing over. We don't want you to do that because every time you see the icon of the app, you get triggered to open it. It's the color psychology. It's also this familiarity. It's so easy, to go there on demand, but we don't want you to do that. We actually want to detach. So once you do that, the next step would be to turn off notifications. Now, that might seem a bit extreme to you, so that's an alternative. I'll give you more as we speak, but I strongly recommend you do that because if you want to detach, you need to disrupt your routine. If your routine includes like ding, that notification sound and you going in the app and immediately checking what's going on, it would be better to try something new and actually, turn notifications off, like buzzing notifications, sound notifications, any type of notifications, even visual ones. I recommend turning them all off and only accessing the app on times you find suitable, so you're actually in control and it's not the app who is prompting you to go there and look at that guy you're reminiscing over. And so that works wonders for me. It's also better for productivity, but regardless of that, it's also better for you having a peace of mind, because if I'm actually enjoying the current moment and I get a ding, then my mind immediately goes to that ding and I'm like, oh, who is it? Someone messaged me. I'm no longer paying attention to my friends or the activity that I have scheduled, and it's not a good place to be. In general, it's better to be focused, and if you can enjoy the present moment, you're more likely to detach from the spiral that's going in your mind. The other thing you could do is unfollow the person, right? So first is create distance between the social media apps by moving them into a folder and the last page of your phone, or just not on the home screen. The next thing is turning off all notifications, sound and buzzing ones and visual ones. The third thing would be to unfollow the person. And I would even recommend blocking them on every social media app. If you don't want to do that because, I don't know, it seems rude or whatever, even though you should prioritize yourself, and if it's a disturbance and you truly want to detach and you don't need to have contact, I do recommend blocking them, because it does more harm than good if you don't. But let's say unfollow them on Facebook, Instagram, etc. Also remove them from followers. What's the aim here? The aim is that you're not tempted to go on their social media and check constantly, have they posted, have they written something, what are they thinking, have they messaged me, and you go into this anxious cycle. Instead, you actually have your peace of mind. And also, if you post something, very important, you don't obsess over whether they've watched what you posted or not, like a story, because it's very easy to, again, say, oh yeah, have they watched? Okay, let me check now. Now, how about now? And that's how your day goes by. And, there's this saying, Focus goes where energy flows, and you don't want your focus to go there. Like, you could do so many better things with your life. Okay, moving on to step number 2, make a reality check list. This one has worked wonders for me. When I ended my 7-year relationship, I really needed to detach, but this was one of the hardest things I've done. And so I needed tools that work best. One of them was making this list about what was not working in the relationship. So whatever you didn't like, whether it's I didn't have time for myself, I left behind a lot of hobbies, I didn't see my friends as much, I didn't feel acknowledged, I didn't feel heard, you just need to put that into a list. I really recommend you number it so you see all the points on which you weren't fulfilled as you wanted to be in this type of communication, relationship, etc. So you can see for yourself and make a reality check of what's not really working, because otherwise it's very easy to romanticize and say, I miss him so much. Like, I wish we could be together. Oh, we had such great times together. And it's not that you didn't have great times together. Like, of course, you might love some things about your ex or, that guy you're into. But if things are not working out and you want to detach, you need to, keep your eyes on the prize. And then you need to basically look at reality for what it is and be honest with yourself and say, okay, this, and this I didn't like. That's perfectly fine. You don't need to be overly negative. You just need to be realistic. I'm just gonna add this, like, when speaking to my ex about whether to continue the relationship or not, because there was a very big disturbance, I remember him saying something of the sort, and the whole thing sounds like a joke, but it's not. He said, well, I made a list of why this relationship was a good idea, but I couldn't convince myself. And then I responded, like, well, I made a list of why it's not a good idea, and it was pretty convincing. But, it sounds like a joke, it's not, but it did the job. And at that point, we both knew that things were not going as well as we would like them to, and so we decided to end it. Anyway, it will really help you to see why you should break the pattern, and it will become easier. I also recommend you put that list somewhere visible, so whenever your brain tricks you into like, oh, we had such nice moments together, you can actually go back to that list and say, yeah, but we also had these, and these major issues, and that's why it doesn't make sense to continue with this person. Okay, step number 3 actually would be to fill your schedule with meaningful activities. But when I say meaningful, I mean meaningful to you. So don't just fill it up with any activities like, oh, today I don't have anything to do, so I'm gonna go to some random seminar. No, we need you to be excited about life, because if you are, then you're gonna naturally focus on what you're doing more, and you're likely to enjoy it. And if you enjoy it, then it is going to naturally shift your mind and focus away from disruptive thoughts and, obsessing over someone. So I recommend that you schedule a few physical activities in your week, and that could be gym, squash, dancing, any type of dancing, climbing, badminton. Also, like going jogging, anything that works for you. Could be swimming. The important thing here is that we change the physiology, because when we change our physiology, our mood starts to shift, right? So this is very powerful, and it really follows the body's movements. Once you start moving your body, you start feeling more refreshed, and after that, your thoughts naturally become clearer, and you're less likely to get depressed, to be down, and so on. Even going for a 30-minute walk a day will improve things, especially if you have sunlight outside, because it will do wonders for you. Next, I recommend that you also take walks. So step 4, take regular walks, and that's a bit different than the physical activities that you're gonna schedule as dancing classes or whatever classes. Like, I want you to walk, that's bare minimum, 30 minutes a day, and you could listen to a favorite playlist, or you could listen to a podcast. But the goal here is to engage the body and the mind simultaneously to something productive that you really care about and want to learn more about, relaxes you, makes you feel better. So no devastating news, no sad songs, no breakup songs, none of that, right? And then I also want you to do step number 5, which would be create a playlist with songs you love. So I've recommended this to a few friends of mine who've been through a breakup. Actually, one of them recently ended a 5-year relationship, and the other one, she wasn't in a relationship, but she was really into a guy and things didn't work out. Regardless, this works equally well for both, and what I need you to do is gather songs that you love that have nothing to do with the guys. So it's not like you have some memories with the guy, or you've been listening to a song and you've been thinking about that guy. I want you to pick songs that are specifically yours. So you have a favorite song, you're like, okay, I'm adding this one to a playlist and that one. And the main criteria is that these songs are specifically yours. They're feel-good songs, no depressing stuff. And nothing sad, no ballads, no nothing. Just put it there, enjoy it, play it whenever you go into the bathroom. Like, I love doing that. I know some people do, others don't, but that's just an alternative. Like, I have a portable speaker. There it is. And I love connecting this to my phone, bringing it into the bathroom and jamming on a favorite playlist. And I move a little bit, I sing, that naturally lifts my mood. So I start the day on a positive note with higher energy, so that sets you up for success. And that is already paving the road for you to have more positive experiences that day, because you radiate better energy and people feel that. It's amazing. Step number 6. It's like do one new thing daily, and that is to get you out of your comfort zone and to also build new neurological connections in the brain so that you can show yourself, hey, I'm doing new stuff that's a bit uncomfortable, kind of exciting, and also I can manage, and you build confidence with this. So it needs to be something that's doable, not too intimidating, because we don't want to set you back. The idea here is that you actually do something small each day to get out of your routine, to show yourself how capable you are, and to learn new things. So I'll give an example. I am a bit intimidated by technology. Yeah, I'm a millennial. Anyway, and basically what is intimidating for me is any type of new machine that I have at home that I have to research how it works, even if it's like super easy. So I have this mental restrictions around it, and what I do now is like, okay, Petya, let's go and check what the app is saying. Let's give it a shot. We don't have the goal of this to become perfect and you to figure it out from the get-go and be like, oh yeah, it's done. No, like just go to the app, see what it says, give it a shot. If it doesn't work out from the first try, tweak your approach, try a second time, third time. You're not attending an exam, no one is writing any kind of grades here. So whatever happens, you're just experimenting, let's check it out. And this is also how I set up my dryer, because as easy as it is, I was like, oh my God, I'm afraid to do this. Will I do it correctly? But I just went to the app. It was very intuitive. It was very easy. So I tried one time, it didn't connect properly. Then I tried the second. By the third time, it already was set up and good to go. So I could deal with it remotely or, from the buttons itself. Anyway, I'm saying this because it's very easy to go on a negative spiral and be like, oh, I need to do something tremendous. Oh, I need to do something big today. And then it becomes like this weight on your shoulders and you're just not able to go with it. From that thing, I don't recommend setting big, humongous goals, just something new you haven't done. Even be as easy as visiting a new cafe to buy your coffee from or get food from. Just check something new out, see how the people are, interact a bit. It could be something super simplistic. But again, the idea is that you get out of your regular routine, you get excited, and you have some new experiences.